Have you ever studied for hours and then realized you remember almost nothing? You're sitting there, reading the same page again and again, thinking, why is this not working? Here's the truth. It's not your fault. You're just using the wrong methods. In this video, I'll show you 10 study techniques that actually work and can completely change how fast you learn. Let's start with something most students get completely wrong. Tip 1. Study in short sessions. Your brain can only focus effectively for about 25 to 30 minutes. After that, your efficiency drops hard. But most students try to push through for hours and end up wasting time. Instead, do this. Study for 25 to 30 minutes, then take a 5-minute break. This is often called the Pomodoro technique, and it works because it matches how your brain actually functions. Tip 2. Don't study when you're exhausted. There's a moment when you're studying and suddenly, nothing makes sense. You read, but nothing goes in. That's your signal to stop. If you keep going, you're not being disciplined. You're just wasting energy. Take a break, reset, and come back fresh. Tip 3. Use rewards to stay consistent. Your brain works on reward. If studying always feels painful, you'll start avoiding it. But if you do this, study to small reward to repeat, your brain starts associating studying with something positive. The reward can be simple. Music, a snack, scrolling for a few minutes, anything you enjoy. Tip 4. Control your environment. Your environment controls your behavior more than you think. Bedroom equals sleep, kitchen equals food, living room equals relaxation. So when you try to study there, your brain resists. Solution. Create a dedicated study trigger. For example, use one lamp, one desk, or one specific spot, only for studying. Over time, your brain learns. When I'm here, I focus. Tip 5. Stop rereading. Start recalling. This is one of the biggest mistakes. Rereading feels productive, but it's not. You recognize the words so you think you know them, but you actually don't. Instead, try this. Read once, then close the book and explain it in your own words. If you can't explain it, you don't understand it yet. Tip 6. Focus on concepts, not just facts. There are two types of learning, facts and concepts. Facts are easy to forget. Concepts stay with you. For example, memorizing a definition is a fact. Understanding how it works is a concept. Ask yourself, can I explain this simply? If yes, you've learned it properly. Tip 7. Use active learning. Passive learning is just reading or watching. Active learning means engaging your brain. Ask questions like, why does this work? How is this used in real life? What would happen if this changed? The deeper you think, the better you remember. Tip 8. Teach someone else. One of the best ways to learn something is to teach it. Explain it to a friend, a sibling, or even an empty chair. It might sound weird, but it works, because when you teach, you expose gaps in your understanding. Tip 9. Sleep is part of studying. Most students ignore this, but sleep is when your brain stores information. If you don't sleep properly, what you studied doesn't become long-term memory. So pulling all-nighters actually hurts your performance. Tip 10. Use memory techniques. For facts, use memory tricks, acronyms, patterns, or even weird mental images. The stranger the image, the easier it is to remember. Your brain is wired to remember unusual things. Here's the key idea. Studying longer doesn't mean studying better. If you apply even 2 or 3 of these techniques, you'll see a huge difference. But if you just watch this video and do nothing, nothing will change. If this helped you, subscribe for more content like this. And start applying one tip today, because that's where real progress begins.